Hey everybody, welcome to Midday Moments. Hope you're having a good day and a good week so far. We're in John, the 4th chapter, for a few moments today. John 4, verses 23 and 24 say this to us: "But the hour is coming, and now is, when the true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and truth. For the Father is seeking such to worship Him. God is spirit, and those who worship Him must worship in spirit and truth." What in the world are these verses saying? The words spirit and truth seem to be used over and over, but they may not be the actual crux of the matter here, although they're always vitally important. Bottom line is, when we grow as God's children, we progress from intermittent or part-time participation in what God is doing into a joyous commitment of being part of what God is doing all the time. Instead of plugging in when we feel like it, plugging in when we really feel we need to plug in, we become plugged in all the time and connected all the time. We don't ever lose our salvation, don't misunderstand me, but there's a whole lot more to this relationship with Jesus Christ than just salvation, if I can say it like that. And I know putting the word just in front of salvation is akin to blasphemy almost, but there's just so much more to this thing called Christianity than salvation itself. All right, there's a progression that we call discipleship, and this discipleship progression takes us from being haphazard to being tuned in. Takes us from being here and there in our participation with God to being truly connected to God day in and day out, saying yes to Him every moment of every day. Why is that important? It will vitally and virtually and everything you can think of change your life. It will turn it around. It will make it so different that there's going to be some folks that don't even hardly recognize you because of your demeanor and how you have changed. Whereas intermittent participation really doesn't have much effect because there's no way that it can. It's kind of like going to the gym once a month. It ain't going to help much, all right? You're going to get to sweat one day, and people are going to think you're wonderful for being down there possibly, and you're going to feel good about yourself for maybe an hour if you can last that long, but there's not much effect. The same way with being plugged in, connected to God. If it happens just every once in a great while, there's not going to be much effect. If it's a day in, day out participation, you and God linked together, you in this joyous commitment because you love Him so much, you just can't become uncommitted. You want to be committed more. That's when change happens for you and those around you and your family and your church. Yeah, it can happen. How do I know so? Because these verses tell us that, hey, it's the key. This thing about being joyously committed to God has some great effects. I urge you to start that right now, please. Pray with me. God, we thank you for giving us this opportunity to be connected to you. So connected that people see you in us in all of our actions, everything that we do. It goes from just haphazard to where we're connected like we're joined at the hip, so to speak, old school lingo, Lord. Forgive me for that. But God, thank you that we can be committed to you fully. And you will allow us to do so, and you will welcome us to do so. May my friends and myself come to that conclusion today that just haphazardly serving you is not the answer. Thank you for giving us a great opportunity to plug in totally to you and connect completely to you. And we ask it all in your Son, Jesus' great name. Amen. Hey, I'll see y'all later. Love you guys. Bye-bye.